Greetings, adventurers, and well-met Master of Dungeons here on the Master of Dungeons Twitch channel, twitch.tv/the Master of Dungeons. Happy Halloween week. We hope everyone's having a good time. We all decided to put on something fun to start the stream this evening. We've got Jason Voorhees. We've got another, what looks like an IRA hitman, I believe, and then Gandalf, the Bluebeard. What's happening, everybody? Happy Sunday. Welcome in. Oh, there, I can put my headset on. Woo. What's happening, gentlemen? How are things going?
Oh,
pretty well.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of Phandelver and Below, the Shattered Obelisk. We had last left our intrepid adventurers in the bowels of the Underdark in a old location known as Elithanok, a stronghold from mind flayers from centuries ago that has long since thought to have been abandoned. But through some investigation, they discovered a wretched plan by some mind flayers trying to perform rituals to transform even the surface dwellers of Phandelver into mind flayers as well, for whatever their wicked plans and their wicked schemes and whoever they're following. Situation here. Before we get directly back into that adventure and finish exploring the entryway where they first came in and fought a couple of mind flayers, let's go ahead and reintroduce your characters, everyone, if you will. Let's go ahead and start with Phelix.
I am playing Phelix, the Order of the Scribes Wizard, level 9, Lightfoot Halfling, with the urchin background. Grew up in the city of Neverwinter, on the streets of Neverwinter, and has sort of moved to Phandelver and is investigating Illithids with his friends.
All right, thank you, Felix. And then we have Hannibal.
Cruel Cane. First thing you notice is that amazing forest of perfectly groomed chest hair. Being a monk, Hannibal wears no armor, following the way of the Ascendant Dragon, sometimes replacing his axe attacks with different kinds of energy, but he loves swinging his beautiful battle axe hue. He loves spending his focus points on flurry of blows, and this is probably officially the longest he's spent in any one time. Being a far traveler, wanderer, he's not settled down anywhere for any length of time, and this is taking longer than he expected, but he's happy to travel with his three friends, through the Underdark and finish this off.
All right, thank you, Hannibal. Surprising, you can hear you surprisingly well through that mask. That's pretty crazy. And then we have Ulmor.
I wear it all the time.
And then we have Ulmor.
Yes, I'm playing Ulmor Wakefield, an orc, bard-barian. He is an orc of very little brain. He has lots of brawn, though. He's quite strong, and he's also wearing the gauntlets of ogre power, which even boosts it even more. So he's quite formidable when he wants to throw a punch or swing a weapon, or bend some bars or lift some gates or anything like that. He is loyal to his friends and is very quick to accept a challenge if because he doesn't like to back down, no matter how dangerous it is.
All right, thank you, Ulmor. And they are joined by Shaelren Moonrise. She is an NPC Twilight Domain Wood Elf cleric that is traveling with them. Had joined them in Phandelver at the recommendation of Pollock, their former priest, a turtle from the Southern Lands named Pollock. He had to leave because he wanted to go search for his brothers Leonardo, Donatello, and Michelangelo. So Pollock left the group, so Shaelren joined the Helping Hands of Phandelver is the party's name. Everyone did go ahead, and I did note down there to take your 15 temporary hit points because of Shaelren using her Twilight Domain during that last encounter. Let's move everyone back over to the Elithanok map. Those of you watching, you're going to see my screen on here, so you're going to see some of the stuff on the GM layer, things like that on the map layer, things of that nature as well. Also, if you happen to see me wincing, I pulled my back about a half hour before stream, so we're going to get through at least 2 hours tonight. Hopefully, we'll go the full 3. But if you see me wincing, that's what it is from trying to find a way to get comfortable in the chair. All right, so having finished off the 2 mind flayers that were in this entry room that had questioned you, you could definitely see that one of them had cast detect thoughts and definitely got the surface thoughts that North Wrecker, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription. And Dodgson, thank you very much for the Prime sub as well. Very, very cool. They discovered that you were, kind of fibbing and just trying to buy time, so they attacked you. You were able to finish them off, and you find this odd statue here in the entry room, right inside here, where you had found the odd gate with the very interesting lock and such. You do recall that when you opened it and came through, that there was like a mental pulse that you felt, like a jarring mental pulse that you felt when you opened the doors and you came into the complex here. But again, you see this enormous statue. This long room depicts a massive mind flayer with arms outstretched. He is holding a brain in each hand. And Norstrekker is going to give advantage to Hannibal for Hannibal's first D20 roll. Excellent. And you see that the statue is made of what appears to be a large piece of greenish stone. The brains themselves that he holds in the mind flayer holds in each hand seem to be covered with some sort of green mucus that drips from the statue's hands into a puddle on the floor around it. You see flowing designs kind of decorate the walls around you, and of course the bodies of the tentacle-faced mind flayers lying dead on the ground.
Oh, that's some gross looking shit there, Hannibal. I don't know. I'm not touching it.
I don't think we're gonna cook and eat that.
No.
It's probably not something we want to touch or eat.
Well, I kind of was thinking about maybe their tentacles. Maybe it's like calamari or something, but I don't know. Maybe not now.
I'd try it.
So, Ulmor will kind of step around up into this area and kind of look around, kind of trying to peek behind the statue here to see if he can see anything unusual behind the statue, and is very wary of this goo that's below these brain hands.
Okay, stepping up behind there, for some reason our stream labs is not working for our shout outs. We'll try to get that fixed on our first break, see what's going on there. Looking up, you do note that there is a door over here. There's a door behind the statue as well. There is a hallway to the south, and then there's a hallway heading to the west near Hannibal.
Okay.
Oh boy. Probably wrap this room up first before we hit. There's a hallway down here. We should probably save that.
Okay. All right.
Let's go ahead and turn off Shaelren's aura.
Open all the doors at the same time. No,
Hmm.
that didn't work last time.
You want to check out this door in the corner? Let's see what's in there.
I will give a perceptive listen to the door.
As you start walking over there, you do notice, Ulmor, that Shaelren kind of takes a little bit of the mucus in her hand and kind of smells it for a little bit.
His jaw drops, looking at her, and he doesn't understand. He's just amazed at her bravery, because he's he wasn't afraid. He just was disgusted. He didn't want to mess with the goo.
It looks like it is actually harmless. It might even be nutritious. What?
Nutritious?
from what Gwen was talking about when the mind flayers, when you were the three of you were off, I'd taken the villagers that we had rescued in the tunnels back, and Gwen was there with the barkeep, Wheel of Fortune, and it mentioned something about how mind flayers are able to maintain their nutrition and such like that. And she actually put some of it in her mouth. She's like, very bland, but I could see it's definitely having some sort of beneficial properties. Here, try some.
Ulmor says, "What? Okay, sure. It didn't hurt you." And he'll grab and he'll taste it. He'll put it in his mouth.
And she kind of lets out a and falls to the ground.
Oh, he spits it out quickly.
And then she looks up and she opens her eyes and starts laughing at you and stands back up. It's perfectly fine.
Damn it, elf! About shitting my pants again. Damn it!
But she does recommend, because she does feel that it's seemed to had some sort of mental fortifying capabilities as well, effects of it. So ingesting the liquid, she suggests everyone ingest the liquid, and it will give you psychic resistance for 10 minutes.
Ooh, okay.
Resistance to psychic damage.
Ooh.
I'm fine.
So,
I got the crown.
Ulmor gets a little bit more. You'll eat that.
Now, she doesn't think that it'll last much longer than 10 minutes, but go ahead and take some. She pulls out some vials from her herbalism kit and fills them up and hands some to everyone, save, of course, Phelix, since Phelix has the crown.
Okay.
Hannibal's not rolled it
What do you
yet.
call it?
Not rolled it yet.
Mind Flayer goo. 1.
All right. Is anything unusual about the statue? Ulmor's kind of looking at it, and he's, just seeing if there's anything like writing or.
There does appear to be some odd scratch marks around the base of it.
Scratch.
It'd be a history check if you would, Phelix. Actually, Ulmor, yours as a bard. Feel free to make a history check as well.
All right.
Something odd about the scratch marks. They don't appear to be like worn or like scratched. They definitely seem to have been purposefully placed in the way that they're placed, like the markings, the way they're set up. But you're not really sure exactly what it is. It's almost like ridges in a way.
Okay. Well, so,
You try to move it?
You can go ahead. Actually, yeah, you can go ahead and try if you'd like to.
Step out of the way.
Sure.
I tell Ulmor, I bet you can't move the statue.
what? I bet you can't move the statue. And then Ulmor kind of steps back and kind of peers up at it, and he'll set his shield down and kind of crack his knuckles. And all right, here we go. And I'll reach up and I'll grab its arm, and I'll start pushing, or near its shoulder, trying to push it and turn it or move it.
Okay. It does not budge.
Ooh, okay. Well, that didn't work. I'll try one more time, but this time grabbing its head. I'll step up on the dais and grab its head and try to pull its head.
I'll push on the base while you push on the head.
Yeah. Okay.
It does not move.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
But Hannibal, if you want to give me a history check too, you can do so. Go ahead and take the advantage that was given to you by Northrecker for the redemption.
Oh. Okay. History. I'm good at that.
Ah, Actually, you do recall. I mean, you've met mind flayers. Your kind dwarves have met mind flayers in the Underdark. You believe the ridges are their language, known as Qualith. It's basically a tactile language, very similar to humans that would read Braille, humans that are blind, or humanoids that are blind that would read Braille or something like that. But the ridges and such like that, raised dots and things of that nature, are read by the mind flayers running their tentacles across the right.
Felix, is this something you can comprehend?
I can either cast the comprehend languages now, or I can use take 10 minutes to do it as a ritual, and then I could read it.
Whatever you feel. If you think it'll work.
If we feel like taking 10 minutes.
Yep. I'm gonna stand up here and just keep an eye on the hallway.
Sure.
Ulmor will kind of keep an eye on this door and this hallway down at the south.
And you do note, you see like carved on the walls here and there. Obviously, they seem to be. Most of the room itself is very rounded, which mind flayers are known for, rounding off most of their complexes and such. Learning some information from Gwen Orsong, but you do note that there's been numerous scratched and painted symbols of Ilvash, the far realm entity that you discovered information about a few sessions back.
Okay.
And after about 10 minutes or so, it does read. You are able to comprehend the language with comprehend languages and get the gist of what it does mention. It does mention Elithanok, the stronghold of the Mind Flayer Empire. Long may they reign.
No.
All right.
Oops.
What happened?
Oh, may they reign. Well, they keep snatching up bodies from up top. It's hard to tell how many more, how long they're going to last. I wonder how long they've been doing that. Maybe hundreds of years.
At least tens of years.
Oh yeah, at least tens of years.
Which direction? There's many ways to go, Sharon says.
Well, we were going to check out this door. Going up there with it.
Give a listen. See what I can perceive.
Thank you, Zuma.
Nice.
Very much appreciated. Oh, nice. Inside that room, you hear. Give me a second here.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Start the hype train.
Boom, boom, boom.
Gluddington. That's our blink.
Okay.
Our blink.
There you go.
From our Vecna games. In that, when you're listening to that room with your perception, you hear a slight, maybe a slight sloshing of water, and you hear a couple of different voices. They seem to be in some sort of conversation. What languages do you speak, good dwarf?
Yes, I speak Dwarvish. I speak Common, Abyssal, and I speak Undercommon.
In Undercommon.
And Draconic because of my school.
The dragon aspect of the dragon, yes. You hear that the two figures that seem to be talking, that you can hear their voices. One of them seems to be named Duoro. Put that in chat for you. Duoro. The other one seems to be named Larnon as they speak to one another. I'll put that in Twitch chat as well. Doro and Larnon. They seem to be discussing the reasons why they were driven from Neverwinter. They seem to be talking about just nothing specific, but the topic of conversation does lead to a discussion of far realm energies, far realm entities, and discussing about trying to find the source of the whispers from Ilvash that they've heard.
All right.
Ulmor just looks over to Hannibal and kind of like, what do you, he's hearing dwarves. I don't know if he hears that. I can tell that I'll step over and whisper to Hannibal. What do you hear, man?
I'll explain to him what I heard, and I will wave Phelix over.
Okay.
And I will mention the two names to our Phelix from Neverwinter. Recognize those names?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a history check, Phelix.
All right.
Ulmor's from Neverwinter also.
Okay, go ahead and give me a history check. Nice, Phelix. Yeah, you both recall their names. Probably within the month before you had started making your way towards Phandelver, at the behest of the Rockbreaker brothers and Gudrun, your friend. Their names were mentioned for being wanted because they were driven the search for them in Neverwinter because they had they were leading cults dedicated to entities of the far realms, or elder evils, as it were.
All right.
So,
and the last thing you hear, Hannibal, is the figure known as Doro say, "Lord on, do not tarry any longer. Accept the gifts of the far realm. Give up your humanity and bask in the glory of Ilvash."
Sounds like this is something we should interrupt. Gentlemen?
let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
All right.
What are you going
Open
to do
the
then,
door.
Hannibal?
I'm going to open the door. I think I'm going to open the door. Maybe I'm going to move away so I can click on the door. There we go. Oh, okay.
All right.
Step in. Oh.
You see the two figures turn towards you. One of them appears to be dressed. You see, first of all, as you enter the room, there's a pool against the room's north wall, ringed by a low wall bearing repeated motifs of brains, twisting spinal columns interlocked with one another, rusty manacles dangling from the ceiling near the pool. And you see two humanoid figures. Both figures wear black robes. And you see that one has tentacles writhing from its neck. They seem to be engrossed in discussion. As the door opens and you enter in, they turn to you. You see that the one with the tentacles around their neck right here, as the name Duro, kind of looks at you, and his eyes are completely black with no any part of the whites of his eyes. All of his eyes are black. As he turns to you, says, "Ah, other believers. have you come to embrace and venerate Ilvash?
And
Absolutely. I'll move up one.
yep, I come in there with him. And Ulmor will. He agrees to. What are they speaking? No, they're speaking Duergar or.
So they're speaking Undercommon, yes.
Okay, I don't know if I don't think I've learned that. Trying to learn Elvish, but he still doesn't understand Undercommon very well.
I'll whisper to you the gist of what they're saying.
Okay.
Even repeat back in common. Yeah, of course, we're here for sure. That's what we're here for.
And the figure that is not malformed, you've seen very similar creatures to this creature with the tentacles around his neck and such like that. But let me go ahead and show you what he looks like. You see that picture?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Very, very pleasant, right?
Yes. Yes.
He kind of looks to you, willing to almost believe you at first, and then the other figure kind of puts his hand out onto his arm, and points to all of you, as you are all still, part of your body and different armor and your clothing, even your weapons, still bear the purple stains of the mind flayer blood from the room outside.
Of course they do.
Oops.
Of course they do.
And the figure says, "Heretics, infiltrators, die!" And they will pull their weapons to attack you. Go ahead and select your tokens, please, and roll initiative.
Okay. Oh.
Hannibal points to the one with the hump. Sister Shelvrin's a rather brilliant surgeon. Perhaps she can help you with that hump. What hump?
Does he say it? Yeah, those guys are. That guy was pretty ugly with the tentacles. Oh my gosh, it's
The top of the round, the first to react is Phelix.
Let's cast. I mean,
Yeah.
why not a
Yeah.
good old fireball?
Yeah.
Yeah, fireball.
Yeah.
he's gonna fireball.
Try not to ruin those chairs. We could use them for the hideout. They're nice.
If I place it where I won't hit the chairs, I'll hit the two of us.
Do it. Screw the chairs.
No.
Yeah, let's try some radiant damage on them,
Okay.
and I'll push it. I'll place it. I'll place it here so that we're out of range of it, and
Okay.
it'll just hit them and the chairs.
Okay.
So, let's see. And 22 radiant damage.
All right.
DC 17.
Just checking. I don't think either one of them have magic resistance, so we'll attempt their saves. The one to the north first will make his save, taking 11
Bullshit.
radiant. I was waiting,
Ooh.
just in case anyone watching wanted to spend some of their gold to affect the save. Making the save for the Aberrant Zealot, dexterity, making his save as well.
Ooh.
Anything else for Phelix? Any movement?
Nope. I am in the corner. Actually, yeah, I should be okay here. I got a pool in between us, so.
Okay. That brings us around to Shailrit. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
All right. Let's see if we can open up Shailrin's character sheet. Seems to be working a little bit faster. Maybe not. Advantage to Hannibal on your next d20 roll from fingers. Well, that's not going to open up, so then we'll just go ahead and instead she will cast one of her second level spells to summon up her spiritual weapon as a bonus action. She will miss the aberrant zealot, but she will then go ahead and hit them with a Toll the Dead. Attempts to for 9 necrotic, attempting its spell saving throw for wisdom. It will fail, taking the 9 necrotic. And she will step into the room. Obviously, have stepped into the room right there. Next up, the zealot is up. It is going to start to move in that direction, not too far, but it is going to raise up its hands, and you see it kind of focus its attention on Phelix from having cast the Radiant Ball, and will target Phelix with some Psychic Rends. AC of 25, Phelix.
Yeah, that hits.
For 11 Psychic. And please give me a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw.
Alright, so I take half damage on the psychic because I am resistant.
Yep, so down to 5 Psychic.
And you said that was wisdom?
Yes, please.
And that's with advantage because of the crown, so 22.
Nice. You are not stunned. And then it's going to do that one more time. And will miss. That brings us over to Hannibal. Hannibal, you are up.
All right. No, my friend. 10, 25. I am going to slam into it with Hugh.
11 will... Actually, you have advantage because of
Fingers.
the fingers. So that will
Yeah.
hit with a 17. And
we're going to burn a focus point. We're going to make that a stunning strike.
All right. And what is your save? Con save for
16 con. 16.
16.
Roll low.
It will fail. It is stunned until the start of your next turn.
All right. So 10 plus 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I'm going to take my second Hugh swing at this gentleman.
Okay. That will strike true.
And its stunning strike is once per turn, so I'm going to burn a focus point on the flurry of blows, and I'm going to punch this person up here twice. Aww.
11 will miss, as will a 10.
All right. I just scream at him. I'd like to rage. Can't, but I'd like to.
All right. End of turn.
Yes.
All right, he is up. He is going to attempt to cast a spell at you. Hannibal.
Yeah. Yeah.
So go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
I'm going to. Did we get inspiration or no?
Yes, you start with heroic inspiration if you don't have it from last session.
All right. I'm going to drop my heroic inspiration for this save. Wisdom. Yes, good use.
Your spell save DC was 11, so you make your save.
Oh, nice.
And he starts saying something about, I'm not with him. I'm not with him, pointing to the other creature with all of the tentacles. Ulmor, you're up.
Okay. I'll just come on over here and he'll say, "I don't believe you,"
Oh,
and I will go ahead and swing a staff on him.
That will hit. You're not raging yet, though, correct?
Oh no, I'm not raging. Yep. Let me.
oh,
9, 10,
I wanted
11,
to rage.
12 points.
Saving the rage, Hannibal. Saving the rage.
He's
Got it.
barely still up.
And Ulmor kind of swinging at this one. Yeah, he's swinging.
That will hit.
And I don't want to kill him.
Okay, you will knock him unconscious.
Because Ulmor just kind of thinks maybe he can get a
Some
little
Climb
information
up.
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And with that, as soon as I knock him unconscious, I will step down here. And this guy's just stunned, correctly? The
Yes,
other
he's
guy?
stunned until the start of Hannibal's next turn.
All right. And I'll just go ahead and step over that guy and stand right there, ready for if this guy moves, we'll get ready to do something next turn.
Okay.
Enter.
Top of round 2, Phelix, back around to you.
I almost want to just walk up to him. No, I do not want to walk up to him and stab him.
It's done. You can
Fireball
do
did
it and
not
walk
do it.
away. Oh.
No, I can't do it and walk away. I don't have that much movement. I'll hit him with a chromatic orb.
You do have advantage because he is stunned.
All right.
Nice.
There it is. It's a 20 either way.
That will hit.
Get advantage.
Fire damage.
Fire damage, all right.
And
None of
no
them
doubles.
were doubles, so they will not leap. So 16 fire damage. He does not appear to be resistant to the fire damage.
And I will end my turn there.
All right, Sharon is up. She's going to actually step over here in front of you, Phelix. She's going to bring her spiritual weapon around on her bonus action. Swing it at Duro. Hit
You
it.
can hit him. Oh, yeah.
She's going to use her blessed strike in that. For a whopping 5 points of damage. And then she is going to use, that was her bonus action. She is going to go ahead and toll the dead on it again for 14 necrotic. Ooh, let's see what happens with the saving throw for the wisdom save.
Does it fail him?
It will
It's stunned
fail.
now. Nice.
Duro is up on his turn. He is stunned. Hannibal, at the beginning of your turn, he is no longer stunned, but you are up.
Okie doke. I will step over 5 and just bring Hugh straight down over his head like you see in the movies.
All right, swing away. A 22 will hit.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, shit. Hold on.
What happened?
No.
Oh,
Sorry, my back. Go ahead. I also messed up his hit points. I got to fix. Go ahead.
wrench it out and come back down again. Healing.
That will hit.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh.
Sure, why not? We can get him back on a short rest. I will drop a focus point and punch him twice.
Flurry of blows. That will strike true as well. Ooh.
Come on, baby.
That will hit.
Big money, no whammies.
Killing the foul creature.
Yeah.
Boom.
Taking you out of combat.
Yay.
Okay.
You have the unconscious body of a cult fanatic. You know how cultists cause problems.
Yes. Well, I'll take him and put him in one of these chairs,
Okay.
and if
Manacle's
either-
hands behind the chair.
yeah, tie him up behind it. Tie him behind the chair, or tie him up to the chair, hands behind it, so he can't cast any spells. Behind his hands up.
Sure.
Then also put a Ulmor pulls out an old rag, old piece of cloth, whatever he's got in one of his pouches or whatever. He just grabs it and he stuffs it into his mouth.
Okay, so he can't cast any spells that have verbal components or something? No problem. Just so we know, so that since this is actually the first creature you knocked unconscious with the 2024 rules, let's go ahead and check that out real quick.
Right.
Combat might switch us over to another page.
That's weird.
That's not sweet. Okay. So when you knock a creature unconscious on your turn, let's go to the damage here real quick. It's the same rules from 2014 as 2024. When you hit a creature, if you hit it, as long as you hit it with a melee attack, whether it be a melee spell attack or a unarmed strike or whatever, you can knock the creature unconscious. If you were dropped to 0 hit points, you can just choose to knock it unconscious. But once a creature is unconscious, they immediately begin a short rest. After which, after that hour basically of a short rest, they'll regain consciousness. And it doesn't seem to pop up in there. Might be under unconscious. Conditions from the new player's handbook. Damage and healing following unconscious. Here's the rules for that. If you reach 0 hit points and don't die instantly, you have the unconscious condition until you regain any hit points, and you now face making death saving throws. He is knocking the creature out. When you reduce the creature to 0 hit points, with a melee attack, you can instead reduce the creature to 1 hit point and give it the unconscious condition. So he would be at 1 hit point and be unconscious. That was the crux of the old rule, was that you cannot gain hit points from a rest if you have 0 hit points. So that was kind of the loophole in the old rules, was that if you knock something unconscious, they would basically just remain unconscious until they're given any hit points. So you hit 1 hit point, and now he's unconscious, and he then starts a short rest, after which at the end of that hour, he will regain consciousness unless you do anything else. It also ends early if he regains any hit points or if someone takes an action to administer first aid. You guys all have healing kits, so you could just expend the use of healing kit to bring him back from being unconscious.
Okay. Well, should we wake him up and talk to him, guys? See what we can get.
You
out of
certainly
this guy.
try.
All
I
right.
think you can get some information out of him. No harm in trying, right?
Right. Ulmor will use his the healing kit and
Okay. Go to
revive him.
Spend one of those uses for me.
Okay.
and you have him tied up. He does rouse from the unconsciousness, kind of looking at you, his eyes wide with terror.
Okay. So Ulmor attempts to calm him down a bit, and just kind of Ulmor will sit in this chair
Okay.
and just kind of lean over to him and say, "Hey, I understand that you were saying that you weren't with these guys," and then he'll kind of uses some of his charm he'll slowly kind of start playing his small hand drum on his side, just kind of doing little beat, just kind of keep the rhythm there, and just starts talking to him. Then I'll attempt to uh, calm him down so I can get some information out of him. He's not terrified.
Like, what do you want to do? Make a persuasion check, or
Yeah, persuasion. Yeah.
okay, go ahead and do so. She'll will use her reaction to give you guidance,
Okay.
Ooh.
but she will stop you from playing the drum, and she puts her finger to her lips.
Okay. And he stops doing that. All right.
Rookie.
Old habit.
You see him calm down a little bit, but he is, still very, very wary of, armed adventurers being all around him.
Okay.
I'll step back.
So Ulmor says that if I take this gag out of his mouth,
Okay.
and he would like to ask him what his name is and what he's doing here, and what business he had with this creature that had been transformed. And he'll mention the name of the god, whatever it was before. I can't remember what it was.
I'll put that in chat for everyone as well.
Yeah.
It wasn't really even a god, from what you had remembered, because I believe you and working together with Shaelrin were able to determine that it wasn't really a god. It was just some sort of elder evil entity or something from the far realm.
Okay.
But he does respond to your first question. He says, I am Larnin Vedran of Neverwinter.
Well, Neverwinter.
He is a human, and he is speaking in common now.
Okay. And Ulmor will tell him that I'm very familiar with Neverwinter. So, what brings you here? And who is that's lying on the floor over there?
That was Duro Ingoletter, also from Neverwinter.
Oh,
They
I
were
know the name.
anyway.
I know the name, but he looks transformed. Are you going to transform?
I do not wish to know, especially now. As he kind of glances about nervously, looking to see as you put your staff away with the the green mist from the poison that the spider staff with its spider carvings and such all over it, and sees Hugh being sheathed back onto Hannibal's back. Sharon standing there with the Lightbringer mace out. He says, "We were drawn here from whispers from Ilvash. As you can see, Doro wholly embraced Ilvash's malignant faith. That's most likely what caused his physical transformation. I've been very reluctant to accept the gifts of the far realm. I'm not sure if I'm ready to give up." And he kind of glances over at Doro's body and gulps. He says, "I'm not sure if I'm ready to give up my humanity." Greetings, Argon. Welcome in. Dorsbecker, wanting to play so bad, understandable.
The far realm that you speak of in this Ilvash, what about the ones that have been taken from above? In particular, the lands nearby on the surface realm. they have no choice in the matter. It seems like they're being turned against their will. What say you to that?
I know nothing of this.
Okay. And he'll look over at Hannibal. He said, Hannibal, do you believe him?
I don't, but I don't know. I don't have a good reason not to.
You can give me an insight check, though, if you wish to, Hannibal. I believe that's probably why he asked you. He's telling the truth. He does not seem to be lying. He doesn't seem, when Ulmor mentions the missing townsfolk from Phandelver and the whole mentioning of the ritual, it doesn't seem as if he has any knowledge of any of that at all.
Ulmor, he's lying as fuck. Kill him.
Sherwin
No,
kind
he's
of
telling the truth.
glances at you. She gives you a stern eye, and she kind of turns back to Ulmor with the same stern look.
Seems like he's telling the truth.
I kind of get Hannibal's joke there, and Ulmor just kind of grins really big and look over at the guy.
And his eyes are back again, very, very wide with terror.
He says, "Well, okay."
His passive perception was not high enough to catch the glance from Shelrin.
So, what should we do with you? And if you answer true this time, I might let it happen.
I can only tell you what Duro had relayed to me.
What was this?
If I tell you, you need to promise to let me go. I will leave here and never return to Phandelver above, nor to Neverwinter. This I swear.
Okay. All right. And I guess Ulmor at least believes him, and especially since he's so terrified. He says, okay, sure. Spill your guts. Or you may spill your guts.
All I know is that Doro, when he was trying to convince me to accept the gifts of the far realm, he said that Ilvash was formed from some sort of cerebral matter of the mind flayer god Ilsenstein that was left behind upon leaving the far realm. You go ahead and put that in chat for you as well.
So, a piece of a mind flayer god's brain is turned Ilvash into somebody who can turn other people into these creatures.
I'm not sure about the turning them into creatures. I can say, and he kind of glances over to Duro's body, that it does seem that some sort of transformation would happen if exposed too much to the far realms. Oh, thank you very much, Sargon, for the bits cheered. Very, very cool. Very awesome. Thank you very much.
Yes. So, well, if that's the case, how can we protect ourselves from this power? If we're going to go and talk to any more of these people, mind flayers, if you will, and we want to find out some information about what I said about our missing friends, missing people, what can we do to protect ourselves from this? Because we don't want to I don't want to have tentacles coming out of my ears.
I don't know. I swear to you, he says.
All right, Hannibal.
But
It's all yours.
You said that I could leave if I told you what I know. That's all I know.
Well, okay, I said that, but Hannibal has a different idea. I don't think he believes you. And then I will say, one last chance. What can we do? How do we? What am I trying to ask? The Ilvash. Where is this Ilvash? Yeah, where is he?
The far realm.
But where can we get to him from here?
I don't know. I was just drawn here by the whispers of Ilvash. And go ahead and give me some perception checks, Ulmor and Hannibal, with advantage.
Okay.
Oh my crap!
15 Ulmor. You hear sound of the slight sound of running liquid.
Ah,
You look down at your feet. And you see that piss has started to pool on the ground beneath the poor cultist in the chair, pooling at your feet.
dude, he
around
pissed your pants.
around your boots and around Hannibal's boots.
Oh yeah.
Oh
well, in
man, he
that
pissed
case,
your pants.
I'll take a step back a little bit, and so it doesn't get on my boots. And what is this over here?
You hear a very familiar elvish curses, Ulmor. As Sharon kind of steps in between you, helps the poor cultists to their feet, and kind of gives a harumph and starts escorting him out into
I
the open room. Go ahead.
I flick him some rations.
Okay. See, I told you he did believe you.
And
Ulmor,
who does speak Elvish in the group? Who does speak Elvish?
Right now, I do.
Okay. Yeah, oh, that's right.
For the next hour.
Ulmor is learning this Elvish.
She's
Versus
like,
anyway.
why do they always resort to trying to torture these poor souls instead of just putting them out to misery or letting them go? And before we continue on, we do have an ad break coming up. So go ahead, stretch your legs, use the restroom, grab some snacks, refresh your beverages, and we will see you on the other side of the ad break. So please stick around. We'll be back in a few. we are back on the side of the ad break. Yes, Zuma, it's very awesome for you to be able to chill with us in the stream. I have noticed you, and we very much appreciated you stopping by the streams. Very much so. Thank you very much for the sub as well. Thank you for the bits. Very much so, Zargon. We're, as we mentioned before, we are going to be naming a tavern in my home campaign world, Zargon's Tavern, in honor. Oh, goodness. All right. Put a little bit of a splash of some bourbon in my sweet tea here. See if we can't get through this back pain. But she does. Sharon does come back, having seen Larnan off in the tunnels, back to leading through the Underdark back up to Phandelver and to that sinkhole.
No, Ulmor says to Shelrin, "Oh, we were going to let him go, Shelrin. I just wanted to, make sure we got all the information out of him."
I understand that, but I'd almost much rather you just put them out of their misery than torture them so.
Oh, that wasn't torture. It was just a bit of fun.
She does whisper to you, Phelix, if you would bring out Nicodemus out of your pocket. Is that your familiar's name? Yeah, Nicodemus.
That is my familiar, but I think we left Nicodemus at the clubhouse.
Can't you dismiss and resummon, or no?
You could.
I
It would take a bit of time. She just wants to send them. Well, you can't telepathically communicate with them out, or wait, can you still? Like, what's the distance on Find Familiar now in 24 rules?
I'm gonna say I think it's 100 feet.
Let us check it out in our compendium.
I am half a step ahead of you.
No
No,
worries.
that didn't work, did it? Oh, I don't even need the compendium.
Because I know you can search.
From
They
the
have to be within
spell.
100 feet to be able to look through. Okay, so it does. When you're familiar with 100 feet, you can communicate with it telepathically.
Yeah. But I've got the manifest mind. I can have that go. I think I've got better range on that.
What's the range you have with that?
Stops manifesting if it is ever more than 300 feet.
Oh, yes.
So
You're like 12 miles beneath the earth. So what she was wanting to do is send Nicodemus back with a message, but she does have a sending spell. We'll cost her a third level spell slot, so she will go ahead and take the time to cast a sending back to Gwen to inform them that Larnan is coming up there and to arrest him at as he comes out of the pit to take him back to Neverwinter. Since you and Ulmor didn't know and mention that they were wanted in Neverwinter.
Yes.
This complex seems very labyrinthine, she says. Should we continue on from here? Should we perhaps see what is beyond the other doors? Or should we continue? She kind of glances uneasily at the pool. And Norse Wrecker has given Ulmor advantage on their next D20 roll.
Nice. Thank you. Go ahead.
Larry Elmore is an awesome artist, though, for Dungeons and Dragons. One of my favorites. I believe it's actually his art's on Ulmer's shirt. Yes, it is indeed. Cover of the basic set.
The basic set, the classic, the red box.
And
Throwback to the 80s there.
it's hard to tell where any of this is going to lead, so we might as well just keep going. And then if we hit a dead end, come back to the beginning and go again.
Yeah, okay. Sounds good. Is that or either check the other, we had one other door in the room we just had the statue?
The room of the statue, there was another tunnel to the west. There was another door to the east. There was also a tunnel to the south that had a couple of doors.
Okay. Yeah, let's just continue on. Go this way. Ulmor will kind of step up.
Do you want to? You still have the pool and the rest of the stuff in the room. If you want to look around through that.
Yeah, sounds good. Just listening. Do I hear anything down the hallway?
Give me a perception check.
Listening to see if there's anything down that way before we take our attention.
Not that you can hear from this area here.
All right. So nothing in the pockets of the creature
No.
A guy, whatever his
not
name is.
Carry any treasure or anything in the robes.
Okay. And all right. What was he'll look at Ulmor will look at Shelrin. What do you make of this? What is this? There's this nasty goo in this pool.
As you actually look into the pool itself, you see that it's empty. Save for a very thin scrim of mold on the bottom of it. But you do see there are holes in the wall where liquid might be used, where that might be used to fill the pool with some sort of liquid. They did mention something of some sort of feeding chamber that they were in when Hannibal had first listened at the door. Definitely seems to be some sort of feeding pool or something of that nature.
Oh. Okay. Oh. Ulmor takes out the little vial that he has the goo in, and he kind of looks at that. He's like, I wonder if they put a bunch of that goo in here and they just eat it.
Go ahead and give me an Arcana check or a history check with advantage.
Okay. Yeah. I'll do Arcana. Oh.
No, with advantage, yeah. Indeed. You think that might be what would normally fill this pool. With that mucus.
It's like
everyone do me a favor and take the time to peruse your notes real quick. Because you have in your notes what most likely would be supplying the mucus.
Okay.
And if anyone in chat recalls from the previous episodes what might be supplying the mucus here in
if anyone in chat get
Lithanok.
Oh. Notes. That's the wrong notes. Notes on the crypt.
The DM sinuses. No, unfortunately, that is not it.
Town folk. Nope, that's it. I'm not finding anything in my notes that are online here.
I have Wheel of Fortune had mucus on them. No, I think.
It would have been some warnings from the last session.
Oh.
Perhaps maybe from the journal of
Yeah.
Scholar.
Theogrin's journal. Well, I'm trying to find my notes. The notes that you're talking about looking and is it in the players' handouts?
You can check your own personal journals. I don't think there was one for from the journals itself, but I did type it into chat last time. You do recall a mention of an elder brain.
Mm-hmm.
Beware the elder brain.
Yes.
Yeah, that's all I have is beware of the elder brain.
General Shondo Scarlet Rose.
Whoa.
To Gibbet's Crossing, Mind Crystal. Careful with the crystal. Could be used on the priest of Talhundrith. Ilfanox, 7 miles downward. Beware the elder brain.
Most likely, if this was a feeding pool, an elder brain would most likely supply the mucus. However, it does have a scrim of mold at the bottom and does not seem to have been filled in a very long time.
Okay. Ew. No elder brain goo. Yeah, so with that, remembering that, Ulmor will be like, well, looks like they've been going hungry from the elder brain here lately. Maybe they're trying to change that with all of the townsfolk taking their brains and making goo, and then the elder brain's making goo and putting it in the trough here. There's a bunch of feeding a bunch of cattle, of cannibal cattle. That's crazy.
Mind flayers.
Ulmor's just walking, wandering, rattling off. He don't know what he's talking about. He's just trying to say,
I think you're onto it.
Might be.
Thinking about cows. And
We lost our cameras.
Random word association.
Another random camera lost there for some reason. There we go.
Oh, are we back?
What happened?
Yeah, we're back.
All right. Okay. So, well, let's go. Let's beware the elder brain though when we go. I mean, the thing might be hungry. It might want to eat our brains. Turn our brains into goo or something.
As you come around that corner there, Ulmor, you do note that there is a tunnel that continues to the east, and there does seem to be a tunnel that heads to the south.
All right. I'll take a peek around the corner here.
Sure.
Okay, we're all right.
There's the door.
There is
What's
another
that?
door to the south.
I'll step back and I'll say, Hannibal, what's that?
No, nothing. We can keep going. Just we found this room off that room with the statue. I guess it's this way or that way. Might as well keep venturing on.
Okay. Yeah. Ulmor says, yeah, I'm just going. Seems like Phelix had a good idea. All right. Before I go down this hallway here to the door, I'm going to peek around this corner.
Okay.
Looking this way. And once I look up that hallway, oh boy.
You see a very long corridor heading to the north, off of which are 3 doors on the western side of the corridor.
It just keeps going. And he asked Hannibal, he said, Hannibal, why do you think they get rid of all the corners? Look at all this. This all rounded off.
It is.
Why they do
yes.
And I'll come. I'm going to look at this door.
I feed him some long bullshit story about dwarves and corners and stone rounding and a whole stream of nonsense that sounds legit.
Sure.
Mm.
Go ahead and give me a
Ulmor.
persuasion check. Depending on how well you roll, depends on if Ulmor wants to believe it or not.
I got this.
You might be able to smell some bullshit there, Ulmor.
Bullshit. And he's like, yeah, uh-huh.
All right.
All right, listening to this door. And if that's what you want me to do, perception.
So yeah. You hear nothing.
Okay. You guys want to go this way? South.
Absolutely not. Yeah, let's go.
I'll try to open this door.
All right. See the walls here, very smooth. Does seem to have some sort of indentation directly in front of you, and does seem to have a couple of halls that lead off into chambers farther beyond the first one that you see beyond the door.
We'll go ahead and start sneaking a little bit through here. Try to tiptoe through this room.
Before you enter, you see Sharon kind of tap Hannibal on the back and kind of raises up. You do? Okay, fair enough. She raises up the vial and takes another draft of that mucus. So it's been over 10 minutes.
Okay.
All
All right.
I'll take a swig if she's trying to insinuate that.
But do you actually jump like that when she taps you on the shoulder?
No,
Okay.
no.
We're to take anything like that serious from now on. Okay?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Ulmor is going to look over his shoulder, looking in the room, then looking back, and if he sees that, he'll take a little swig of the
Okay.
vial also.
As you do, you start to hear whispers in your mind, Ulmor. Enter, come, enter.
Whoa.
Must feed.
Whoa. He's thinking, he looks back and he says, he makes a sign to his ears like, what is that? And
as you turn back to look to the south, Ulmor, you see two creatures appear in the southern passageways that lead to the chamber beyond.
okay.
The creatures stare at you with a single eye in their heads, their humanoid forms. Beneath their eyes, you see the wriggling of tentacles underneath them.
Ooh. Ooh.
You hear again in your head, must feed. Everyone, please select your token and give me initiative, please. And Hannibal.
Finally.
I think I almost dropped my vial of goo as I was putting it up when I saw those eyes. So, okay.
Hannibal, you, from your vantage point, I believe you might see them too. You do not.
I don't.
But
I don't.
you do hear movement up ahead, and you see Elmer kind of reach up to his head again, as if he's hearing something in his own mind. You're up.
Yeah, I'll push my way past Ulmor and say, what's going on?
We are using the movement for 2024, so it does not cost extra movement to move through your companions.
Ooh.
You see 4 of these creatures in the room.
Can I see Shae over Ulmor? If I look back,
You can kind of see her. She'd have some cover.
I'll definitely wave her in quietly.
Oh no, they're ready to attack you.
10. Yeah, I know. 20. Guess we're gonna start here.
Okay.
We're going to swing Hugh. Doesn't look like there's enough room for me to do my Beyblade spin, so I'll just wind up like a Casey at the bat and take a swing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. You didn't strike out.
A 24
And I
will
said,
hit.
good thing. Good thing they're made of wood.
Felix, advantage
Oh,
from
wait.
fingers.
Nice.
15
Super
slashing.
de-duper.
Oops. Okay.
All right. Seeing what that looks like it may have done for damage, I will swing through again with Hugh.
Critting.
Yeah. For a whole 3 more than last round. Where's my dice? All right, I'll make that a stunning strike. Burn a key point. DC 16 con save. I don't think I'd be able to kill this with 2 punches.
I will fail. It is stunned.
All right, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 45 plus. I'll come down here and punch this one twice, burning another key point.
What point?
Flurry, focus point, flurry of blows.
Point.
It even says focus on my character sheet. I'm just so excited to punch things. I'm gonna punch.
That will miss.
Son of a punch again.
That will hit.
All right, and oh crap, that's my turn.
All right, just checking.
Still trying to figure out how to rage.
Here. Still trying to figure out how to rage. Are we going to eventually get at least a level of barbarian in Hannibal? Is that what that is?
Yep, and then hopefully a couple levels enough to get an action surge. I'm just going to punch everything.
All right, the creatures are up. This one is stunned. It's not doing anything. Monster is prone. Which monster do you wish to be prone, Fingers? The one moving towards Ulmor up here, or the one to the north, or the one to the south of Hannibal? The one on Hannibal right here. Okay. Creature slips in mucus and is now prone. Their movement is only 30 feet. Okay, we'll do with this one first. Ulmor. Give me a charisma deception check, please.
Okay. 19.
Nice. You are successful in stopping it from using its weird insight against you. However, the one in front of you is going to make its attack roll against you.
Ooh.
AC of 18.
Yep.
For
With
5
steel.
slashing.
Okay.
And an AC of 19 for 8 slashing. Don't forget you do have your temporary hit points first. That'll take you down to 2 temps.
Okay.
next monster from Sheaves is going to have disadvantage on its first attack. So that will be the one right here that finishes this move over there. My apologies. We got the things before I finished the movement there. So it's going to have a disadvantage on its first attack against Hannibal, which will be a 16, which will miss Hannibal. Its second attack
Beautiful.
is going to miss as well. The one here on the ground, 5, 10, 15, does not have, was 20 there, so it cannot use half of his movement to stand up, but it will attack you with disadvantage from being on the ground. Missing and missing. And the one down here is going to use this weird insight against you, Hannibal. So go ahead and give me a charisma deception check, please.
Deception, huh? That's my expertise.
Ooh. Excellent. So it learns something about you. Learns your stunning strike. All right. I believe that is all of their turns. That one is still stunned. So Felix, you are up next.
All right. We're going to send the Manifest Mind in. I do not want to walk through that. Actually, I don't even know what's in that mess. So I'll step in here first. See that there's something in front of Ulmor.
There is.
And I'll step back. Send the Manifest Mind in. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to here.
All right. And here's the vision from the Manifest Mind.
All right. So you can just barely see that there's one below Hannibal. And then I can see these other 3.
You should be able to barely make out the one down here too, right?
No, I can't see that one at all.
Okay.
Hannibal's surrounded, so I think I'm going to cast haste on Hannibal through the Manifest Mind.
Okay.
Pop that in the chat.
To the bonus, plus 2 to AC.
Oh,
Nice.
Tip's elf is
Additional-
going to redeem a wild surge on that casting.
Oh,
Excellent.
Hell yeah.
Spiz. Let's go ahead and bring out our random effects thing up here by Felix, so Felix can push the button. If you select that, Felix, you should see it pop up with the surge up in the top left-hand corner.
left-hand corner. Oh, that's way over here.
Hell yeah.
And the surge.
All right, it is a roll of 39. Go ahead and click the effect button. We'll see what happens. They're in chat.
Cast polymorph on yourself. If you fail the saving throw, turn into a sheep.
Now, is
All
that on your
right.
mind or you?
On him.
So what's the saving throw for polymorph?
Your saving throw. I think it's a wisdom save.
Okay, so I have advantage.
Your DC, and you
19
make the
saves.
save. You make
Okay.
the
Oh.
save.
Sheep.
That wouldn't have been too
Oh.
bad.
Let's see here. Oh.
That would have been awesome.
Wild magic.
No goat, no sheep.
No sheep. Let's see what we have for the surges here. So your haste will still go off. Your haste will still go off. Let's go ahead and put your concentration up there.
Yeah.
I was so hoping he was going to turn into a sheep.
As long as I still get hasted, that's fine.
All right. And I think that'll be it for me.
All right. No more movement. You're good there?
Yeah, I am good right where I am.
All right,
The
no
mind
more.
can't go any further, so.
You are up, Ulmor. Keep in mind, you can move through the manifest mind as well. You can actually stand at its space. It's very similar to a spiritual weapon. It doesn't actually take up that space. So if you move into a space, you can finish your move there if you need to. After you take down the one in front of you.
Yes.
Raging, putting on the rage token marker.
Putting on the
Yes.
raging, and swinging the spider staff at the eye. And I said, "Don't bat your bedroom eye at me."
Oh, that will hit. For 15, 17.
And coming in for the upswing.
22 will strike true as well. For 14, 15, 16. Nice.
And I would like to bash this thing out of the way with my shield.
Unfortunately, you did use your bonus action already to rage.
Raging bonus action. All right, just forgot this bonus action. So next time, maybe.
No one likes a cheater, Ulmor.
The what?
No one likes a cheater.
Oh, yeah. Well, Ulmor is not very good.
You just forgot.
Cheating. He's not very good at cheating.
Of
He's just
course.
His wisdom and his intelligence are both dump stats.
Hell yeah.
So, yeah, that's going to be it. He can't do anything else. So,
Yeah, Tip Delph, I would probably say that he could be concentrated because I think you can't concentrate with rage, but I think you like shape change and polymorph. I think you still concentrate. Just can't cast, I believe.
And you have the mind of the creature you turn into, so I'm not
but he
So
can
next
cast
up
really
is
fast.
so Ulmor is done. Brings us around to Shaelrin. She is going to step forward to here. She cannot see Hannibal, but I don't think she needs to see. I just think she needs to know that you're in that area. Let's double check the new wording of the spell. Bless. Just up to 3 creatures within range. It does not say that you can see within range. She is going to go ahead and use her action to cast Bless on Phelix, Hannibal, and Ulmor.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
Earlier, when I had the advantage for my D20 roll, did I use that when I was talking with the guy?
On your Arcana check that you
On my
made,
Arcana
where we
check,
had an
that
advantage. Yes, yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure that that's what I'd used it for. Okay, good deal.
Okay, so now each one of you have Bless as well.
Awesome.
And then Sharon's going to stay put, kind of placing herself between whatever's beyond and Phelix. Actually, she's going to step back 1 here, just in case anything comes from this hallway here. And that is the end of her turn. She does pull her mace out and get ready to go. Hannibal, you are up. This creature is no longer stunned.
One's no longer stunned. This one's still prone.
Correct.
All right, my first move. Because I drank that nasty mucus-smelling stuff, as I'm gonna dragon breath of the dragon, a line straight south, grabbing these 2.
Okay.
So they need dex saves against my key, which is 16.
What is your damage type going to be?
I am choosing fire.
Fire. Your skin takes on a
Yeah.
reddish hue. Shimmering reddish hue from like red dragon scales as you breathe a line of fire to the south. Your dexterity save is 16. Go ahead and roll your martial arts die. One in
Trying to
front of
find
you.
2, right? Taking 2 rolls of your martial arts die.
Will fail. The one to the south of it will succeed.
Awesome. It's still a D8, right? Yeah, I almost rolled a D6, but it's 2D8. Thanks to the 2024 rules. Oh, balls. Hey, I rolled 2 ones. Does it jump?
Unfortunately, it's
Try
not
to make it jump.
It's not a chaos orb or a chromatic orb, I should say. So this one will take 2, and this one will take 1. As their tentacles begin to writhe underneath their eye, you have a feeling that they're laughing at you.
Cool. The one prone in front of me, I'm going to hew for the second hit.
21 plus 3 is 24 will hit. 16. It's not wriggling its tentacles anymore, but it's still alive.
Grr. Shit. I'm going to turn to this one north of me. I'm going to unarmed strike it.
Okay. Actually, that one does not have advantage.
Nope. Those 26.
That will still hit for 11.
And I will make that a stunning strike. I'm starting to get low on focus points here, but I will try to stunning strike that one.
Okay. Attempting its con save. It will fail. It is
16.
stunned.
All right, and then my second unarmed strike, I'll turn back to this one and punch it.
Oh, that will hit.
Probably not enough, but what are we going to do?
That is true.
Don't forget you're hasted.
Oh, yes, you are hasted.
You get another weapon
Oh.
attack.
I just get one more hew attack. Thank you. Against this prone fellow in front of me. Hew.
A 17 will hit.
Hey.
That will finish that one off.
All right, now move down 5, 10. I can't move through this one, right?
Correct.
And I can't move through the stunned one.
Correct.
Shit.
No problem, Sargon. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you very much for the lurk.
Crap. All right, and no point in drawing a... I was going to try to run around this little pillar, not realizing there was another one down here. Crap. All right, I guess that's my turn.
All right, the creatures are up.
Wow, okay. Yep.
This one up here, Ulmor and Shaelrin and Phelix. Everyone, please give me a. Let me see if it makes some kind of damage on here. A natural 20 for Phelix on your save. Nice.
What? Well, my thing must be behind. I don't see that.
45,000 gold dragon coins. Gold dragon coins.
Oh, Fingers has thousands upon thousands upon thousands of gold coins. Fingers and D-Sheaves both have thousands upon thousands. Morgoth's probably got a good chunk as well.
Got a lot less now, though.
True, very true. But it does emit a mind blast to the north, which will deal 6 psychic damage if you make your save. You will not take any psychic damage, nor will you be stunned. But Ulmor, if you would give me an intelligence saving throw, and I will attempt a saving throw for Shaelrin as well.
Boom.
Oof. Well, you are resistant to the psychic damage because of the mucus, so you only take 3 psychic.
Okay.
Keep in mind you are blessed, Ulmor.
Oh.
So you get an extra D4 to that check,
oh,
which is going
okay.
to cause you to save. So you will not take any psychic damage. Oh, and I got to take that off of her temporary hit points. However, Sharon does become stunned, which also means that she loses concentration on Bless.
Damn it! I just figured out all the spots to click it on my character sheet, Shae. And then I closed my character sheet. Damn it.
That is the benefits, though, for Fingers, and she's coming through very much thankful as well. Pretty much every stream. Morgoth has, I think, reached a 10-stream streak, 5-stream maybe, 10-stream, something like that as well, which is really awesome. Very much appreciated for you guys coming through. And so she is stunned, losing concentration on Bless. That was the one up to the north. This one here is stunned as well. The one to the north of you, Hannibal, is going to make 2 claw attacks at you. Critting on the first one for 6 slashing. Missing on the next attack, the one to the south of you. Missing and missing. And the one to the west of you is going to blast you with a mind blast as well. So go ahead and give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, my forte.
Oh, you made the save. Nothing happens there. Let's go ahead and take the random effects.
And I drank the snot, so sure.
Yeah, you drank the snot. That brings us around to Phelix.
All right. Things are still standing. I'm going to send the mind this way so I can follow Hannibal.
Okay.
That's 5, 10, 15.
Fireball this area. I have
Yeah.
evasion. Just fireball the whole area.
All right. I'm going to stand.
We are playing, just for the viewers, to let the viewers know, we are playing Adventurers League rules. We just adjusted them slightly. The characters aren't duplicating all their magic items at the end of the session, just to kind of keep it more to a homebrew rule. And Hannibal has given him permission to cast an area effect spell. Normally in Adventurers League, you have to have permission of the other players to cast such spells, and Hannibal says, fuck it, nuke them.
Light it up. Sure.
All right. I'll cast Fireball. I will upgrade it to a level 4 because I have more of those spell slots than I do of 3s. And let's see. Let's go with necrotic damage on it because I have Blight in my book.
Mm-hmm.
So that is, we're going to start with that. Oh, that just pops that up. Cool. Submit.
Are you going to basically center it on Hannibal?
Yeah, I am centering it on Hannibal, so it should hit all of them.
All 4 of these right here. It won't hit the one up by Ulmor.
No, I meant those.
All right, so it's going to do 30 points of necrotic damage. And it's 17 DC save. We'll do the one that is stunned. It is automatically going to fail its saves because it's stunned. So it's going to take 30 points of necrotic damage. The one north of Hannibal, even if it makes its save, it's still going to take 15, so that one is going to die. The one south of Hannibal, attempting its dexterity saving throw.
So at the
It is going to fail.
Distract
so
it.
It is going to take 30. And the one to the west is going to succeed, taking 15 necrotic. Any movement or anything else for Phelix?
I'm yeah, I'm gonna let's see. The Mind Blast is that's a cone. I was gonna see if I could move Shaelrin out of the way of another Mind Blast in case that happened.
You can do that as a bonus action. She can automatically fail the save because she's stunned.
Well, no, right, but but I'd have to push her more than the 5 feet. I'd have to probably move at least 10 feet, right?
Yeah, probably.
All right, yeah. Yeah, I'll just push her the 5 feet from the with the telekinetic just to get her out of the view.
Yep. And Hannibal, you take no damage. Yep.
I should be good to go from there.
All right, Ulmor. Back around to you.
Bringing the spider staff.
Hitting. For 12 points of damage, it only had 12 hit points exactly remaining. It is dead.
All right. Running in, seeing the next target, swinging the spider staff once again.
That will hit. Killing that one.
Boom.
The 29 to hit.
Running in.
Ulmor, is that you? Down
And I
here.
run up behind him, and I don't know. I say, "Oh, there he is." And I can't really
Teach me how to rage.
get here. Could I go here?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. Yes, because you have like what, 45 movement?
Well, with the rage, yes, I have 40.
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes, 35. Yep, you can move down there. Yep.
Oh, okay. It changed, so I don't know. I mean, but anyway, I have movement of speed of 40, but
Yeah, you can move down there.
yeah, okay, cool. All right.
That's not
so
you're moving through Hannibal's spot, which is not going to provoke an attack of opportunity from either one since you're not moving out. All right.
Okay, and I will use my shield to try to knock this one prone.
Okay.
But
go ahead and pull up Shield Bash again. I think it might have changed a little bit. We did change it in your character sheet.
yes. Shield Master. Shield Bash. If you attack a creature within 5 feet of you as part of the attack action, hit with a melee weapon, you can immediately bash the target with your shield, forcing the target to make a strength saving throw, plus your push it 5 feet or cause it prone.
So unfortunately, you'd have to attack one of these creatures first, so you wouldn't be able to use your Shield Bash as a bonus. But if you want to give like Hannibal your bardic inspiration, you can do that.
Okay, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that because I haven't used my. Yep.
Okay.
Are you raging?
I am raging.
All right. Monster is going to be prone. Which one would you like prone, Sheaves? This one here? All right.
Yes.
We'll put that one prone. At the end of Shaelrin's turn, she is no longer stunned.
Nice.
All right. And we do have a ad break coming up. It is going to be the top of round 3. I did mention at the beginning of the session that I did throw my back out before we began, and the pain is excruciating. And I wanted to get through 2 hours and we did get through 2 hours. So we're going to go ahead and stop the stream here and end tonight's episode right here at the beginning of round 3 of combat. When we come back next Sunday, Hannibal will be up. All of the creatures are still going to be affected by their conditions. Sheldon's stun has worn off. And just to remind everyone, we will be back, as I mentioned, next week for the next episode. Thank you all so much for the bits, for the subs, follows, all of that. So awesome. We will be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have enough rest for tomorrow wearing the Mikey mask. Thank you very much, Hannibal. We will be continuing our Twitch Fright Fest tomorrow for Monday Bloody Monday for our stream at 11 a.m. Eastern time. Again, we'll be back on Tuesday with Terror Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then Tuesday night, we do have a one-shot adventure. It would normally be our week off for Vecna Eve of Ruin. We would normally have 2 weeks off because there's 5 weeks this month and 5 Tuesdays this month in October. So we would have 2 weeks off before the next episode of Vecna Eve of Ruin. So this Tuesday night, 8:30 Eastern time, we're going to have a special one-shot playing the Death House from the Appendix of the Curse of Strahd adventure. That is going to be Tuesday evening. But thank you all so much for stopping by today. I will definitely help work on doing some stuff for my back. Of course, thanks to all of our supporters. It's so awesome that you come by, many of you every day to check out the streams, which is very, 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 very much appreciated. Of course, thanks to all of our supporters, especially the patrons from Patreon. If you'd like to help support the channel, please consider becoming a patron or subbing here on Twitch, twitch.tv. TV/themasterofdungeons. Again, we also thank you for your Prime subs as well. We do appreciate you spending those Prime subs here. Of course, the link to our Patreon page, as well as all of our social media, YouTube channel, and all of that can be found in the About Us section below. Thank you so much for the follow. Very much appreciated. Of course, those links are all down in the About Us section below here. If you would subscribe to us on YouTube, you can catch up on all of the campaigns. It is free to subscribe on YouTube. If you would like and comment on the videos, share them with your family and friends. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter if you would be so kind. If you give us some likes and retweets, all of that kind of stuff. Every sub, like, and share helps us immensely. If you want to chat with us offline, click on the Discord panel below and join the Master of Dungeons Community Discord server. We can help shape an accepting, caring, and inclusive gaming community. The merch store is also open. Anything you purchase there will directly help support the channel. Thank you all so much for watching. We're going to raid into another channel here, so stick around for that. Until then, we'll talk to you very soon. And as always, happy adventuring. Take care.